बड़ी बात वेंकट जी की मुझे ये लगी कि अहिंदी भाषी होते हुए भी उनका प्रयास, उनकी जो चाह थी कि वो हिंदी में कहें, बहुत काबिल तारीफ, अमेजिंग, थैंक यू। लेकिन इसका अर्थ ये ना लगाया जाए कि आप हिंदी कहने को बाध्य हैं। जिस भाषा में भी जो भी आप कहना चाहें, आज हम आपको सुनना चाहते हैं। वी वॉन्ट टू हियर द रियल यू। इट्स नॉट मी और माई बुक विच इज़, ऑफ कोर्स यू हैव ऑलवेज वेलकम टू स्पीक, बट आई वुड लाइक टू इन्वाइट, बिकॉज हमारे इतने अच्छे स्पीकर्स हैं, स्पीक ऑन एनी थिंग दैट मेक्स यू, दैट यू वॉन्ट टू कन्वे टू आवर ऑडियंस। जो आप कहना चाहते हैं दिल से, जिस किसी भाषा में, इंग्लिश हो, पंजाबी हो, हिंदी हो, हम आपका स्वागत करते हैं। तो इसके साथ दे ऐसा फन के खुशियों का बादल बरस पड़े, दे ऐसा फन के खुशियों का बादल बरस पड़े, जो पत्थर को भी गुनगुनाए तो पत्थर भी हंस पड़े। एक स्पीकर, ओरेटर, एक बहुत ही माने हुए उम्दा कोच, एडिटर, उनकी जितनी हम कहें, whatever I speak about him will be like showing candle to the sun. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for one and only Prasad Kaipa ji.
Hearty congratulations and thank you very much, Archana ji, and namaste to all the people on the stage and all of you. One of the things which is said for a man to travel the largest distance is from the head to the heart. The reason for that is, it is much easier for us to write prose. Of course, in the 21st century, we talk about PowerPoint presentations are even much easier to do that. But to write poetry, it is much harder. So first of all, after writing a book of prose, I want to doubly congratulate Archana ji, because writing poetry is something extraordinarily special. And that too, bringing in the essence of love, essence of devotion, essence of our Indian culture as a part of writing is a special gift. There is a wonderful statement in Taittiriya Upanishad which begins to say, closest to the heart is the Ananda Rasa. Of course, even before that in Taittiriya, it says, Raso Vaisaha. The one that actually experiences the emotion, that emotion and connected with that is the divine right behind. Similarly, once you take the body, once you take the breath, and you take the mind, and then you get to the buddhi, the differentiating factor, then comes the ananda. That ananda does not come by any of the ones which are gone before, but music, dance, poetry, some of them seem to directly enter the heart, and by entering the heart, they seem to lodge securely into the soul and can, somehow result in some kind of a meaningful action. So in some respects, if one has to be happy, it is about connecting directly with the essence of what we want to communicate. I think Mark Twain is the person who is supposed to have said, I'm sorry, I didn't have too much of time, so I wrote a 20-page letter. If I were to really have some time, I would have written like a one paragraph or one page. So, if a person takes so much of thinking to write a one page, to write it into a one poem, it probably takes 10 more times effort to be able to do that. So, ultimately, I feel, whether you talk about love, whether you talk about spirituality, whether you talk about connection with the other, deeper relationship, poetry, songs and dance have got a significant role in our Indian culture. As somebody said, when you dance, that action changes the habit, and that behavior changes and breaks the patterns of the mind, the dull, dreary, intellectual pathways. And if you can sing along with the dance, chances are you will be able to not only experience that rasa in you, you will be able to evoke that kind of a feeling and emotion in other people. So in many ways, as you know, many of the Indian spiritual scriptures are all written in poetry. They are not written in prose. Whether you take Ramayana, whether you take Bhagavad Gita, whether you take any of the type of interesting and important documents, they are issued out through emotion, and what contains the emotion is what is essential. Unfortunately, these days, there are many books that come out in prose, very few books come out in poetry, and that too, that can be sung beautifully, that can be put to music, is something that is extra. And it is my special pleasure to honor and actually appreciate Archana Panda, and thank you very much for the wonderful evening, and thank you for the invitation.